Hey, Missy, good morning. You got a revenge story?
I sure do. So my ex-husband was a cheater, and when we had an on-again, off-again, we would break up and get back together. And one of the times when we got back together, he said, every time that you would leave my apartment, I would smell your perfume, and it just drove me crazy. And so I knew he really liked my perfume. Well, fast forward, we get divorced. He very wisely did not get a car big enough to carry our 5 kids in, so I would always have to give him my van when we were swapping. So at this point, I'm living in Columbus, Ohio. He's living in Pennsylvania, and we had to swap cars. So when I had his car and I knew I was giving it back to him and he'd be driving 9 hours back to Pennsylvania, I would spray my perfume on his seat of his car so he would have to smell it the whole 9 hours going back home. So no ex-husbands were harmed in this revenge. It just made me feel good.
That's a good revenge story, Missy. Thanks for listening.
I love it.
That's living rent-free in his soul right there.
And here's why we're getting into revenge, because there's a story out of here.
Out of Mesa, actually. In fact, you probably have seen the pictures of a car driven right through on purpose somebody's brick house, and it was targeted. It's an ex that was mad at their ex-boyfriend, and he drove the car right through where he thought the ex would be at that time, and it went right on through. I don't even know what kind of speed you would have to do, but I think the police said it had to be at like 30 plus miles an hour, and it went right through. Some people were hurt. Everybody's still alive, but some people were hurt. Sounds like a little bit of a love triangle gone wrong.
Yeah, no, you know the story, right?
Yeah, some of the details of this are really insane.
Yeah.
I guess the guy who crashed the car helped, him and the family were really close, and they were all part of a big friend group, and they helped the family plant a tree in the front yard. And so then when he decided to crash the car, he purposely wanted to make sure it destroyed the tree, and then he also knew that the boyfriend was sleeping in the room and wanted to destroy him by driving directly into that room. It's insane.
Yeah. So crazy.
Nuts.
He crashed his red Hyundai Elantra into his ex-boyfriend's Mesa house on purpose. Anyway.
I believe he's in jail now, though, right?
I don't think you can do that and just get away with it.
He admitted to investigators he acted out a desire to destroy the house and harm himself, and he is now being held on $50,000 bond, facing charges, aggravated assault, endangerment, criminal damage, and leaving the scene of an accident. He also got purposely as high as possible, doing a large amount of weed and taking 8 Xanax bars throughout the day. He arrived at the house, banged on the bedroom door, and was ignored by the ex. That's when he drove his car straight through the brick wall into the bedroom, where not just the ex, but 3 people were sleeping. The vehicle came to a stop directly over a resident who became trapped under the engine compartment, while another was covered in coolant. But miraculously, everyone escaped with minor injuries. Then the guy threw a brick at one of the victims, and they took off running before the cops caught him. Julie, you got a revenge story?
I do. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
By the way, John Jay, I love every single one of you, but John Jay, you're my favorite.
Oh, thanks, Jules.
Anyways. So this happened 20 years ago, or more than 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. So long story short, I had a boyfriend. He did me dirty, very dirty. He kept on cheating on me. So one day he invited me over to dinner. And so I said, okay, yeah, sure. So for my luck, he actually forgot something like for dinner. So he took off. He went to go get it. And while he was out, I grabbed his little toothbrush. I went to the toilet and I scrubbed the crap out of the toilet. And I put it back on his, on his, wherever he put his toothbrush at.
Mm-hmm.
So
Classic
when
revenge.
he came back, when he came back, I had dinner and I left and I never saw him again.
That is some.
That was my revenge story.
And he doesn't know. I wonder
But
if
I
he
scrubbed
still,
the crap out of that
he
toothbrush.
still uses that same toothbrush to this day.
Yeah, if he's like most guys, we don't replace toothbrushes near enough.
Only when I go to the dentist. Thanks, Julie.
Well, whoever kissed him after, that's bizarre.
Yeah. Thanks, Julie. Thanks a
Well,
lot. for listening.
anyways,
Thank you.
have a good day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Do you know what his revenge is? He got a clean toilet out of it.
Hey, Mel, what's your revenge story?
It's a revenge idea. I'm just getting up the courage to do it.
Okay.
It's for my next door neighbor. He has 2 huge overgrown bougainvillea bushes, and the petals always gather around our front door. Like even when we clear it off, like a few minutes later, they're back. And so we just asked him nicely if he would just cut them back a little bit so there would be less petals always accumulating in our front door looking like garbage. And he's like, well, I'm selling the house, so that's the next owner's problem. And so I was really irritated with that. And so there's this fruit that's really popular in Asia. It's called a durian, and it's supposed to smell like body odor and onion and hot garbage.
Ew.
And so I've been thinking about taking chunks of the meat and putting it under the bougainvillea bush so it'll make it smell, and by the front door so it'll make the front door and the house smell. And it's like, oh, new owners can't sell your house if it smells like hot garbage, you a-hole.
Okay. Let me tell you where that goes terribly wrong. He's never going to sell the house that way. You're going to be stuck with him, and your house is going to smell too since it's so close to your house.
But if I put it under the bougainvillea bush, it's genius because he's like, what is that smell? And he can't find it, and he'll have to cut the bush back.
Hey, let me ask you this, though. Hold on. What's that fruit called? We got to get some in here. Can you just get it anywhere?
Durian.
Can you get
Duran, and they'll have it at the Asian market.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
There's a really great one in Chandler. Fantastic. It's got revolving sushi. It's got like dice. So like you just go for a day and do all the awesome.
So like if we
things
brought one
we
in
love
here
going
and cut it open, would it smell? Our whole studio would smell?
Don't do that. Don't
let's go
do that.
No.
We'll go do it at the country station
I've
studio.
seen
We'll go in there.
videos of people opening the durian fruit
Yeah.
and literally like gagging because of how rancid it smells.
I wonder if I can smell it because I can't smell anything. Yeah, Nick?
I feel like we got to do it.
Yeah.
Durian smells
Can I
terrible,
come?
but if you can get through it tastes pretty good. So I'm down.
Yeah, we'll go do it.
Okay, so you will eat the durian once we
Look,
pop it open, Nick?
There's like 8 radio stations in this
It'll be
building.
like a
Let's go
steak bomb.
do it in one of those radio stations. Fun little practical joke. Fun, just jokes or just camaraderie in the building. Thanks, Mel. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the idea.
Bye.
Emma, what do you got? What's your revenge story?
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, yes. So my ex-boyfriend, he left his phone in his apartment, and I had a key. So I went in, obviously, and I went through his phone, and he was obviously cheating. So I took a pair of scissors and all the clothes that I bought him. I mean, we're talking from, like, Express, Dolce & Gabbana, like, a lot of clothes, very expensive. I just slit a hole in every piece of his clothing. I didn't chop it all up. He could still wear it. He just has a hole in every single sleeve, every single pant leg. And then I took all of her shit and threw it in the toilet. But
Can't say
No
that.
cussing. Josh, you got a revenge story?
Absolutely.
What happened?
I used to work for Disney World, and of course there was a lot of drama down there. And so to teach them a lesson, I knew I had 2 days off, but I also had an interview with the managers about having a promotion. So I told one of my buddies, I was like, hey, I'm actually getting fired, and I don't know what I did wrong. And so literally a rumor spread that I was in trouble, and I was actually fired. And then I was off for 2 days, and I came back, and everyone was like, wait, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I guess it spread out through the entire workplace that I was fired. I did something terrible. And then even the manager, he came walking up, and he was like, hey, dude, next time just tell me. I'll play with it. So all those people who were talking and creating drama, yeah, they stopped talking after that.
So it's kind of like, hey, guys. It's Mickey Mouse. Hey, here, Josh. Josh got fired. Oh, Josh got fired? No way. I thought he was taking 2 days off. John, you got revenge? Jan.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Jan. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jan.
Sorry. So,
Go ahead.
all right, one more time.
Yeah.
You definitely can hear me, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so it's not me, it's my mother. So this is going back 30-plus years.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a nice nurse doing overnights. So she's working the ER. A guy comes in with a trench coat, wants to talk to only his doctors. Well, I was like, they're busy. You got to give me the info. Anyway, long story short, guy was out carousing, cheating on his wife, came home, passed out on the bed, smelling of perfume and lipstick. So the wife tickled him awake, shall we say? Took four tubes of crazy glue and glued his hands to it.
Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
That's terrible.
Wow.
So it long story short, it never went down. It swelled up. So he comes in, and basically it took him, I don't know, an hour or so to get this thing taken care of. Part of it involved a scalpel and a bunch of other things.
Wait, he didn't drive and he had to take an ambulance, right? Because his hands were occupied.
You know what? I never found out. I never even asked that question, how he got to the hospital. I don't know if he walked or what, but anyway, that was...
that seems like a gingerly stroll to the emergency room.
That's a good one, John.
You know what? I have no clue. It's funny you say that. I never even thought of asking her the question, because usually you start laughing, and then she goes into all the other nurse stories that she has. I was telling the girl who answered the phone in New York, it was Nurses Day, so she wouldn't call up to give that story. So I called the radio station and told it that. And then she finally got on the radio. They kept her on for 45 minutes with all the stories she had.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was the best one. That to me is that's revenge.
That's a revenge one, man. Thank you, John. Thanks for listening, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's good. If you got any more, shoot us a text. Text JJR, whatever your revenge story is. There's a teacher. I really want to get this today. There's a teacher going viral because I love when teachers do creative things. Don't you guys?
Yeah.
And I've never heard of this before. I thought I heard it all. And I think this teacher is a genius. She is going viral for creating in her classroom a fart corner.
We need to have one of those here in the studio. In fact, we do. We have one. It's right around John Jay.
I saw this video yesterday, and I texted Kyle. I was like, we have to make this for John Jay. And so now I'm a little bummed because now it's not going to be as fun when we unveil your fart corner.
It has millions of views. The teacher shows off the classroom's fart corner. She says, if you need to fart, simply come over here, fart, take 10 seconds, spray, and go sit down. Nobody cares. Here is her video.
When I was young, yes, it was absolutely embarrassing to fart in front of others. We would clench our booty cheek and our stomachs would be totally hurting. But these kids are totally different. I've noticed a huge change in the last 3 years. They literally heist their booties up and fart. There is absolutely zero change. That is why we created the fart corner. But I took your advice and we added the gas station.
The gas station.
It's the gas station now, a.k.a. the fart corner.
Genius. I wish I was in her class.
I love that the kids embraced it, though, because I feel like that's open game for kids to be like, you're farting.
Right. And like in another one of her videos that she posted when she's telling the kids about the fart corner, she's like, just get up, do your business, and sit back down. Because obviously the tooting is causing a distraction in her classroom.
Right.